Hello everyone, thanks so much for coming back to my channel, and if this is your first time, hi, I am Natalie and I hope that you'll subscribe and stay a while. Myself and my acne cream are both wishing you the best of mornings. I'm coming at you not only in a different form than I usually do, but for a different kind of video. I know that the next like 5 or 6 days of my life are gonna be very, very busy. And they're gonna be so busy that I really wanna take today to really spend time on myself. Get some things done that I need to get done, spend time with my dogs, get some work things done, obviously, but just take care of myself and slow down for a little bit, especially this morning, because starting this afternoon, I have so much to do. But this video is kindly sponsored by Pantene. I have been using their Hydrating Glow collection for about the past 3 weeks, and I can fully speak to how much I love the products and how positively they are impacting my hair. My hair needs all the hydration that it can get. The California sun is my favorite, but it dries my hair out. So whenever we get to the time of day where I'm gonna be doing my showering, I'll tell you all about their products. But first, your girl needs coffee. Let's go. So for my coffee, I don't do anything special. I literally use pre-packaged cold brew most of the time. Sometimes I'll use my espresso machine whenever I have the motivation to spend more time on it, but you know what? I want coffee, and I want coffee quick this morning. So I'm just gonna use some cold brew with some oat milk and a little bit of creamer and get that going. I wish I had ice. My ice maker is actually broken in my fridge, so I wish I had ice to make it extra cold, but we gotta do with what we have. Thank goodness. So little aside from me to you, I use glass straws for my drinks at home. Not only are they better for the environment because there's not any plastic, obviously, but you can see inside of them really well. So whenever you're going to clean them, they get clean like thoroughly, and you don't have to like look through the little hole and and make sure everything's clean before you use it. But I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna be right here. Now I'm gonna go wash my face. This is just a quick wash to get the acne medicine off, and then I'm gonna spend some time outside with my dogs this morning. I wanted to make sure to get the dogs out nice and early. Supposedly, it's gonna rain most of the day today, and if you know anything about San Diego, it hardly ever rains, but it is kind of chilly outside, chillier than it normally is, and I have become so spoiled to California weather because anytime it's below like 65, I'm like, ooh, it's chilly. But the dogs obviously need to come out in the morning, so I'm gonna be taking them out as many times as I can throughout the morning before it supposedly starts raining. But I don't know, you tell me. Doesn't look like rain, but that bright morning sun is just so nice. I'm gonna take some time out here. This is something I have learned from my friend Alex Michael May, all over social media, to do, and it is incredibly grounding. I'm gonna spend some time in the grass. I brought my yoga mat out. I have my journal that I've been writing in, and I'm gonna spend some time getting some thoughts out of my head, then take a little bit of time just to maybe do some stretches or something, just to kind of be still and be quiet. And something I'm very proud of this morning is I haven't touched my phone yet. That's another big thing. If I'm spending a morning where I'm really doing a lot of self-care, I try not to touch my phone, at least for the first hour. I know that I will be on my phone and computer a lot the next few days, so right now I can do without. But let me show you the pups. They're running around. They look very cute. Charlie managed to already run back inside after he was done potty. He was very stealth, but Lola is warming up my yoga mat for me, and she's just a little old lady, so cute. Thank you so much for joining me, Lola. This is something I try not to overthink. I don't overthink about what I'm gonna wear. I'm literally wearing sweats and a sweater I found in a chair in my living room. I just wanna get out here because I find myself, if I start paying attention to other things or getting distracted, I'll never end up outside. So now I'm gonna take some time, write in my beautiful little journal and just get some thoughts out and spend some time just quiet and calm. I'm just gonna spend some time meditating now that I've gotten all of my worries or my immediate thoughts down on paper. I go ahead and start to, sorry it's very bright, I wanna spend some time in that clearer space in my head. Especially on days that I am making a concerted effort to spend more time on myself, I try not to have too much of an agenda because then it feels like a work day where I have a schedule. I have a loose idea of things I would like to do or the time I would like to spend on myself. But if I start doing some things and then, you know, I realize I need to do something else, then I allow for that. But definitely, oh, that feels good. But definitely not putting too much pressure on what I get done. Getting outside, taking the dogs out, getting writing in my journal, those are huge ones. So the fact that I've already gotten those done this morning, I'm doing really good. I've shown it on Instagram before, but I don't think I've ever shown it on YouTube. I have a bunch of different fruit plants. So these are passion fruit, and I actually have a garden back here. Those two planters that you see right there, those are tomatoes. And in the back corner there, I have a tiny little lemon tree. And then over here, I'll take you over there. Here I have grapevines, and they are starting to leaf. This is new. It had been, you know, nice and bare for the winter. This is so exciting. I think these are peach blossoms because this is my peach tree, but I noticed these, I think yesterday, and it made me so happy. The flowers are so gorgeous, and it means that delicious fruit is on the way. It is time. I'm gonna feel so much better once I get my shower. I'm gonna do a voiceover and tell you all about the Pantene products from the Hydrating Glow collection. I mean it. I've been using these for weeks and I really have a very, very solid opinion about how they work for my hair. I'll tell you all about my kind of hair and let you know how they work. It's been a few days since hair washing day, obviously, and I'm so excited to feel nice and fresh. The Pantene Hydrating Glow collection is infused with baobab essence and totally free of sulfates, parabens, dyes, mineral oil, all that yucky stuff, so you know that you're only putting nutrient-rich ingredients on your hair. Baobab is totally new to me. I'd never heard of it before, but it gently cleanses without stripping your hair for a healthy glow. Now, my favorite product is the Thirsty Ends Milk to Water Serum, as you can see here. It's infused with so many different nutrients. The hydrating formula in the milk serum melts in your hands when you rub it together, and it weightlessly quenches your hair and noticeably repairs split ends. I feel like this product makes all the difference and really locks in that moisture that I get from the shampoo and the conditioner. And I am going to be letting my hair air dry. That's especially on these off days where I don't have to necessarily shoot anything glam or for whatever reason go anywhere. I let my hair air dry so that there's no heat on it, and especially the fact that I'm using the Pantene hydrating products, I really want the hydration to sit in there and soak in. I don't know if it's, and I'm going to say it wrong, I don't know if it's the baobab essence that smells so good, but it's light but clean and it smells like expensive. Oh, love it. But I really want that hydration just to soak into my hair. You may have seen I got an impromptu FaceTime call, and it was from my niece. So all of my nieces and nephews are older. They're all in their early to mid 20s, and my niece just had a baby yesterday. That is my 4th grand nephew. Or I've had a grand nephew who he's about 4. And then I have 2 grandnieces, and then this is my most recent grandnephew. And I got to see him for the first time, and he looks perfect. His name's Cooper, and I can't wait to be able to go home at some point and meet him. But my niece is doing great, baby's doing great, and I'm just so proud of her. As you may have noticed, I have not eaten breakfast, and that is pretty on purpose. I take a thyroid medication in the morning, and so not only am I typically not super hungry in the mornings, but I have to wait to eat, because you can't eat within so much of a length of time after you've taken your thyroid medicine. So in about maybe half an hour or an hour, if I'm really hungry, before it gets to lunchtime, I'll have something small, but I'm not super hungry in the mornings, which is perfect, which is why I take my medicine in the morning. But now I'm gonna spend some time in my planner. Since it's the beginning of the month soon, I really want to make sure that I have all of the preliminary kind of outline of my month done. We're starting to ease into the more work part of the day, but this is a very typical thing that I do, especially at the top of a week. I'll do it, and just daily I'll go through, I'll check things off, I'll write extra stuff that I did in, extra projects that I completed, tasks if I went anywhere, things like that, just so I can keep track of where my time goes. But I'm gonna spend some time in my planner. February was very busy, and March is looking to be just as busy. Me being busy is a privilege, especially during these times. And so even though I've been struggling with, you know, some depression, mental health kind of things, I definitely like to reflect on the privileges and the great things going on in my life, even more so whenever things feel heavy. So I'm gonna get to filling this out. Okay, got the bare bones of the month put out. I know like wet hair might be disconcerting to some people. It doesn't bother me at all. This is a sports bra. It's meant to wick moisture. I really don't like the feeling of a towel on my head, especially if I'm putting hydrating products in there. I don't want it to just suck out all the moisture, so I'm just letting it air dry. So something else I need to get done, I need to write out a shopping list, because tomorrow my boyfriend is coming over, and that's a sidebar that I have not talked about on YouTube yet. I have a boyfriend, and he's wonderful. I will definitely speak back on that on my YouTube soon, but it's fresh and brand new. So I'm keeping it really close to the chest and just enjoying it. But he's coming over and we are making dinner, so I need to get some groceries for pickup or delivery, depends on, you know, time frames. If it's tomorrow, whichever one I can get done. So I'm gonna make a shopping list, and then shop around and see which store is probably gonna have the best prices, and then order from there. So I can keep it digital, I'm gonna go ahead and make my shopping list on my phone. That way I can quickly reference back to something, and if I lose a piece of paper, I'm not goofed. So I'm gonna go ahead and write out my shopping list for dinner tomorrow. I believe we're having salmon. Yeah, we're gonna do salmon and potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and asparagus. Okay, so that was a short list, but I needed to get it written down, because if I let it float around in my head too long, it will float away. So I had planned on it being rainy today, which I'm very glad that it's not, but that actually frees up some stuff I can do if it's not gonna be rainy. But evidently there's a 100% chance in the next 20 minutes but it is bright and sunny outside. San Diego never ceases to amaze me. So we'll see how that plays out. The thing that I might do on a morning like this that's different that I'm not gonna do today is put on some makeup. I feel a little bit more prepared for the day whenever I wear makeup, but I know I'm gonna be wearing it for the next several days. So just like my hair, I'm just gonna breathe today, and the rest of the day is gonna be really go, go, go. But I wanted to just take you along today and show you how I spend a relaxing morning when I'm really focusing on myself. Again, thank you so much to Pantene for sponsoring this video. As always, I only partner with brands that I trust, products that I love, and like I said, I've been using this for weeks now, so I can really speak to how well it works for my hair. My hair is loving the moisture. They have other collections too if there are other concerns that you have for your hair, but I'm loving this. Check the description box down below for more details, and even I'll find out where you can shop it, and I'll put that in there. Thank you all for watching. What do y'all do whenever you are really spending slow mornings? Do you read newspapers? Do you pick up your phone? Do you engage in social media? What do you do? How do you spend your time? I'm really curious, and especially if you're from all over the world or different parts of the country, I'm super curious on how you spend your mornings. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Not really looking forward to how busy I'm gonna be, but I'm very grateful. Well, I'll be darned. It did start raining, like exactly at the top of the hour.